Morning, air signs. Good morning. Hi, I'm doing these dailies again because I got a lot of requests for them, so I hope that you guys like them. I am gonna try to do both, both kinds of dailies where I pull a card for each of the zodiac. But we'll be shaking things up in 2020. We're going to be doing monthlies and bi-weeklies, so you'll get a full zodiac every other week. Okay. And so, back by popular demand, air, fire, earth, water. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I have been requested to do some moon sign readings, maybe later in January. If you're still interested in the class on how to navigate your spiritual journey, that is still open until... If you're watching this before like 5 p.m. on January 2nd Eastern Time, it's still open. We'll close it down so Colleen can get everything together for the folks. It's a 2-week class, navigating your spiritual journey. So let's see what's going on with you. Feel free to swap around the characters as always, and I could be talking to a cross-watcher, FYI. So sometimes it will resonate for you and sometimes it won't. Just saying. Not the same story every day. It's whatever my intention is, whatever information needs to be said. Okay, that's my intention. So, without further ado, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. Clean it up, babies. Thinker. That's my Aquarian card here. Building blocks. So you definitely can see there that there are, oh, isn't this cool? Okay, so this is a 44 card. So 2020 is a 4-year, a building year. You actually have the building blocks. And there's some things that you might be conscious of, people, habits, whatever it is, that do need to go. They just do, okay? This is like all of a sudden you're kind of getting more aware of other people's behavior in your life. For all this time, it feels to me, I'm getting that you might have been in one kind of mindset. So for example, in like a people-pleasing mindset. So you're very focused on the energy you're putting out there and not so focused on, unless it's really bad or really big or ugly or weird, unless what's coming toward you. Okay, so that's why we do those readings of what's coming toward you, because this is about protection. My little amulet here is about protection. It is about, and also not taking part in those kind of reindeer games anymore, okay? Not taking the bait, not engaging in lower vibration stuff that you used to on a regular basis, very unconsciously. Now, much more conscious how you're moving into 2020, how you're moving forward. I like this. It is a conscious card, the Thinker. And it's not that, I mean, we talk a lot about following your feelings, and that's the navigation system and all that. I just feel like you are now resonating with their feelings and being like, huh, boy, that person, that was kind of mean that they did that. I used to be so much more interested in how I was being perceived, and now it's kind of the other way around, right? So no longer, you're cleaning that part of your vibration up, no longer doing that. Kind of no longer doing things just because other people would be comfortable or have wanted you to. Kind of like, yeah, no. That's not for me. That's not for me. That's not part of my life. That's not what I want. Yeah, and just kind of like, not being rude or anything, but just kind of walking away from stuff that doesn't feel good to you, okay? 10 of Pentacles. All right, so that's underneath here. Let's see. I'm going to get all the cards here, and then we'll talk about it. Chariot, Knight of Wands, 7 of Cups. 5 of Swords. 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands. There's somebody here, could be a fire sign or a water sign, Cancer in particular, who might be trying to manipulate you, trying to do things that are in their best interest. I honestly feel, though, that they're a little bit confused, too. I don't think that they really know what they're doing. Okay, Six of Swords, Tower, Ten of Wands. So this is actually playing out beautifully here. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. When you get to the 10, you go back to the 1 again. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. That's the next thing to happen. So you kind of move on from a situation. You're making a decision to move on from something where a person has tried to manipulate you. This is a really not a good combination. Five of Swords, Seven of Cups. Okay? They see you as competition on some level. I feel like you can be this very powerful energy. You are this very powerful energy moving forward. And you're just taking your knife, your ruby sword, your chariot, your sword, and you're going home. Not doing this anymore. Okay? Making a decision for yourself. Two of Wands. These things could have been planted in childhood. Ten of Pentacles with your family. That's what you think you need to do. And it really hooks you, like, if you don't do something, if you don't want to do something, you've only been doing it because you've been trained to do it. It may be good or maybe not good for you. Sometimes the things that we're taught are good for us, are the things that will help us in long term. But some of them are planted in us, or the lessons are taught because they're better for that other person. And it continues to be better for an other person all through your life. So if they're not balanced, if they're not giving as much as you're getting, right? If it's not a balanced kind of experience and it's all this, it's all for them, it's all for that, it's all for out there, and your part of it is very unconscious, that you're not, balancing it with good stuff for yourself, I feel like that's how this can get out of whack. And so there may be a relationship in your life. I'm not saying this is a lover or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or wife. It could be anybody here who is trying to get more than they give back. And they know that you've been unconsciously behaving this way. They know it. So it's sort of like they use it to their benefit sometimes. I don't feel like this person is really malefic or a vampire, but I do think that this person knows they're getting benefit from behaving this way. Okay, so if this is a current relationship, it may be not something that's really going to stand the test of time here, because I feel like you're moving on from this behavior. So it doesn't mean the relationship is ending. The behavior is ending. So if that person was in it for that behavior, think about that kid in 7th grade that was always like, will you do my homework for me? I forgot to do chemistry, or I forgot to do my social studies. Can I copy yours? The minute you stop letting them do that, does the relationship blow away? Was that the reason that they were there? Because I get this Knight of Wands for this other person, and that's not very trustworthy. That's somebody who's in it for a selfish reason. Okay? And so there's going to be some kind of conflict about this. 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands. You are making an active decision to be like, you know what? I don't think so. So some of you may leave this relationship behind altogether. Some of you may just stop doing the behavior, put down the burden, okay? Making a conscious choice to do that. This other person is going to be confused by that, okay? And so I think there will be a tower moment, a conflagration, if you will, a giant fire. I think they're going to make a big deal out of this. And let's see here. I'm going to look at Tower. Please clarify the Tower for me. Ace of Cups, 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 4 of Swords, one more please, Moon. So I feel like you're afraid that you're going to lose something very valuable here by healing yourself of this kind of codependent behavior. And I feel like you think that this relationship is very special. So you're nervous about this. But I do think what you're not seeing is that you're going to get something very valuable for doing this. Okay, you're going to move towards something that's better for you. And once you get a little bit stronger in how you're behaving on this, you're like, no, I got to take care of me. I'm taking care of me. All right. And so then there's this moon, which is the deep feelings. Remember, we were talking about the thinker. It's like the decision is made because the feelings were really there all along of like, I feel like I'm kind of being used here. I feel like I'm kind of being taken advantage of. I feel like I'm kind of not being appreciated, let's say. So, for you, magician. No man is an island. This is true. But the magician is your power. You can be powerful. You can be... This person might have seemed really powerful to you, and now they're diminishing in their power for some reason. This could be a sister-in-law, a brother-in-law, somebody who is not on the fringe of your life, but someone who has ill intent. I do feel there's ill intent here. In the extended, we are going to look at their true intentions, their true feelings toward you. And then we'll see, once this behavior kicks in, where we go. Because I think you could have a flashback fear after you're taking care of yourself and this person is sort of kicking up a fuss about it because they're not getting what they need anymore. Okay. All right. I'm going to continue on. If you'd like to continue on with me, the link is below. It's fun to be back. It's fun to be back. All right. Link is below for air sign January 3rd. I will see you over there.